you guys need to do to start defending at the level you're used to?
Start defending at the level we used to. Literally, that's it. We got all the tools. We know what it takes. We know the mindset we have to have. We just got to go do it. And we're adjusting. Obviously without Rob, but it's never stopped us before, and even more than ever without Rob. That mindset and mentality has to become even greater of a detail for us to focus on. So we know what we have to do. We just got to go do it, especially on the days where it looks like it's a slow day. Things probably isn't going right for you, and you probably just don't want to be there. You got to keep going.
What do you see as the areas where you guys are struggling a little bit?
Just our effort on the glass. What I'm saying? We're doing a good job of, allowing, one shot, but then giving up the rebound offensively. And that's just no effort. Yeah, we might be undersized, but our physicality, we're still strong enough to gang rebound and help one another, and that's what we got to get better at. It's going to take all five, especially, like I said, with Rob down, we need all five.
How much more challenging is this matchup without Rob and then also without Grant?
Very challenging, but it's part of the game. It's part of the job. Things happen. People go down. People are out. People step up. It's just another great opportunity for other players to show what they can do.
You've worked quite a bit with Damon over these last 2 years here. What kind of relationship have you built with him, and what kind of things has he been able to work on with you since he arrived here?
Oh, Damon's great. What I'm saying? Just giving me advice. That things that he sees that I probably wouldn't be able to see on the court, things, when he played. Just little tips here and there to make my life in the game easier for me, and things that he sees. So, we got a guy as, his credentials show, real respected and knows the game, you kind of tend to listen to him. So, I'm glad to have him here.
You've talked a lot about the trust you and him have for each other. Was there kind of a moment early on or like a tough conversation with him that kind of gave you that trust in him?
No, just from the first day he got here, we sat down and we talked, and it was more just, very transparent between us, and it's just, this is what I want for you, this is what I expect, what I'm saying, this is what I think you can do, and for this team, and I'm gonna stay on you as much as I can, as much as I need to, as much as you need me to. So, to be able to get some, criticism constructively, we don't take it personally, both ends. If I see some things or things I don't like from him, or I'm like, hey, can we try these things? We're very open, and that trust right there and that communication allows us to have the relationship we do.
What is the value of having a coach who played in the league like that and played your position?
Very high. I mean, guys come in this league and, they're either switch positions, they're either told that this is the position they're going to play, not going to play, or in this position they expect this and they're not used to it. So to have somebody that actually did it, done it, knows what it takes, helps a lot.
What are you seeing unfold from that new look backcourt for the Cavs?
They got a lot of talent. They already had some talent with Garland and those guys, but, you had Donovan, LeVert and those guys, and then, just overall their team, not even just in the backcourt, their team is pretty good. They got some good young guys. They got some guys that can go, that can shoot. They got some guys that can run, that can jump. And, I think for them, just keep going, having that effort. So it's going to be a fun game for us. It's going to be a fun game for them. And like I said, we got to impose our will.
They're one of the teams that kind of loaded up in the Eastern Conference with Mitchell. How do you see the East? Is this the best the East has been since you've been in the league?
I'd say yeah, since I've been in the league for sure. The East has always had their reputation of being a weak conference compared to the Western Conference. But you can't say that this year. In the last couple of years, the East has really been stacking up, and you can see with all the teams, and like you said, with the trades and everything that people, what they acquired. So it's going to be a fun season all around for everybody in both conferences.
Can you relate to Grant with this situation at all, and just kind of channeling your emotions with the rest? And, like, what can you say to a guy like him to help him through that?
Be you.
Yeah.
Be you. You know what I'm saying? That's Grant. Grant does a pretty good job of challenging. That's the first time I really ever see Grant get into that mode. We've seen Grant get hot a lot, get very emotional, but to that standpoint, to where he accidentally, inadvertently, I guess hit someone, and then that someone is an official. That we've never seen it, but I guess I don't know how you control it. It's inadvertent. It's an accident. Nobody's trying to hit anybody. We get hit all the time inadvertently by officials and nothing happens. So, I don't know. You know, it's tough in that situation. But Grant knows and understands that, you know, we need him on the floor. So as much as he can, try to control it. You know, on the court, off the court, you can let it out as much as you can. But on the court, we need you.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Marcus.